check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Penn State Nittany Lions. We are. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the... Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense? Is that... I think he lost it in the sun. He muffed it.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Penn State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Motion from the back. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, Just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So Texas offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to win.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this...
Trying to find it in the sun, and he muffed it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hard running there. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you can tell. I had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. To throw, it's Manning. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
Number 6, with points for the defense.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Texas offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Oregon Ducks. Go Ducks! Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense came into this game wanting to dictate to the offense, and they do that on the very first snap. They bring the blitz, and they're able to get home to the quarterback, registering a sack.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Moore will throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a third and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack. The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his man. It's Benson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Remember to play like a champion. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on 1st down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Dropping back, it's Carr. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. The throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. He's forced out of bounds at the 18, and boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. To the air, it's Carr. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tight end now in motion. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Punting on first down. But why, though? Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Buckeyes offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read himself. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Wants to fire on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of him.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense gets to the quarterback again and breaks the ball loose. Man, their second forced fumble. This guy's put it on the deck twice. Ball security is job security. You've got to take better care of the football.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before where you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.